When you hear the sound of cooking, something happens inside you. Maybe it is the soft sound of onions frying in a pan. Maybe it is the warm smell of bread in an oven. Or maybe it is the simple sound of water boiling. But today, inside this story, inside this moment, I want you to imagine something very simple. Imagine that you open the door to your kitchen, and suddenly, a warm smell touches your face like a small, friendly hand. It feels soft. It feels close. It feels like home. And as you stand there, in the doorway, you do not say anything. You only breathe in, slowly, like you are tasting the air itself. Welcome to Super English Talks, where we learn English the natural way, with soft words, clear stories, and slow, friendly voices. And today, we will talk about something that almost every person in the world loves. Something that makes us smile. Something that brings people together, even when they come from different countries or speak different languages. Today, we talk about cooking and food and simple recipes, the kind you can talk about easily with friends, with family, or even with strangers. But before we begin, I want to ask you a question. A simple question. A question that opens the door inside your memory. What is the first food you remember enjoying as a child? Do you see it? Do you smell it? Do you hear it? Maybe it was something small, like a bowl of warm soup. Maybe it was something sweet, like cake. Or maybe it was a dish someone cooked for you with love. Every person has one food memory that changes them. And today, we use that memory to help you grow your English. So let us walk together. Imagine this story like a soft movie inside your mind. Imagine your English growing with every step, with every sentence, with every breath. No stress, no pressure, only learning through listening. Now, the story begins on a slow, quiet morning. The sun is just waking up, stretching over the rooftops. The light is soft, like gold behind a thin curtain. And you are standing in your kitchen. The room is quiet, but not empty. The air feels almost warm. And there is a small sound, just one. The sound of your stomach making a tiny complaint. You laugh a little. You feel hungry. You move toward the counter. You look around the kitchen. Maybe your kitchen is small, maybe it is big. Maybe it is old, maybe it is new. But it is your kitchen, the place where simple things become beautiful. You see your pan, your spoon, your cutting board, maybe some fresh vegetables, and suddenly you feel something surprising. You feel ready. Ready to cook. Ready to create something with your own hands. But here is the interesting part. You are not just cooking food. You are cooking English. You are listening. You are learning how to talk about simple things in your kitchen. And today, in this first part of the story, we begin with something basic, something everyone can talk about, ingredients. Small things. Simple words. Everyday English. You open your fridge slowly. The cool air touches your arms. You look inside. What do you see? Maybe tomatoes, bright red and round. Maybe eggs in a paper box. Maybe a bottle of milk half full. Maybe herbs, small green leaves that smell fresh. Or maybe you see leftover food from yesterday. But you smile. Because today, you want to cook something simple. Something easy. Something that feels warm. As you look around your kitchen, something interesting happens. You begin to talk quietly to yourself, in simple English, like a small practice. You say, I need eggs. You say, I need butter. You say, I need salt. Your voice is soft, slow, comfortable. And even if your English is not perfect, you do not feel nervous. You feel calm. This is your kitchen. Your English kitchen. You take out the ingredients one by one. You place them gently on the counter. And something strange happens. You look at the food, and the food looks back at you. Not in a real way, of course, but in a story way. It feels like the ingredients are waiting for you to make a decision. They are waiting for you to say, today, I will cook this. And slowly, You begin to think about simple recipes. Maybe you want to make scrambled eggs, or a small omelet, or maybe you want to make a vegetable soup, or something sweet like pancakes. But whatever you imagine, you feel a soft excitement inside you. You feel like cooking is not just a job, it is a gentle adventure. You pick up an egg. You hold it in your hand. It feels smooth, cool, fragile. And you say quietly, "This is an egg." Simple words. Good words. Everyday English. You put it back down softly. You touch a tomato. You say, "This is a tomato." You touch a spoon. "This is a spoon." You laugh a little. You feel like a child learning new words again. But that is the beauty of it. Learning English becomes easier when you connect it to real things, things you can touch, things you can smell, things you can cook. Now the quiet morning becomes a little more alive. You turn on the stove. You hear a soft click. Then a flame rises, soft, blue, warm. You feel the heat on your hand. You place a pan on the stove, and the metal makes a small sound, like it is ready to work. You put a little butter in the pan. It begins to melt slowly. Then it makes that sound. That wonderful sound. A soft SSSSSS. And that sound means something. It means the pan is ready. It means the cooking has truly begun. And as you stand there, something new enters your mind. A thought. A memory. A simple question. Who taught you how to cook? Maybe it was your mother. Maybe your father. Maybe a friend. Maybe you learned on your own, slowly, little by little. But the memory is warm. It fills your heart. And suddenly, you want to share this memory with someone. And that is where English becomes useful. Because when we talk about cooking, when we talk about food, we talk about something human. Something emotional. Something real. Now the butter is melting. You hear it sizzling. The smell rises softly in the air. Warm. Comforting. You crack an egg into a bowl. The sound is sharp, but clean. You watch the yellow yolk fall. You add a little salt. You add a little milk. You mix it slowly, watching the colors swirl together like a small sunrise. And as you mix, you realize something simple. Cooking is like speaking. You take small ingredients, small words, small sentences, and you mix them together to create something new. Something warm. Something that feels like you. You pour the egg mixture into the pan. The sound grows louder. SSSSSSS. The eggs begin to cook quickly. You take your wooden spoon and move the eggs slowly. Soft. Gentle. And as you move the spoon, you talk to yourself again. I am cooking scrambled eggs. You say it slowly. You smile. You feel calm. You feel in control. And then, something small but important happens. You feel the eggs changing under your spoon. They go from liquid to soft pieces. They begin to look fluffy, airy, light. And you say to yourself, the eggs are cooking. The eggs are almost ready. You are practicing English without stress, without fear. You are using simple language to describe simple actions. And that is the magic. Simple English. Everyday English. Natural English. Now your kitchen smells warm. The eggs are ready. You turn off the stove. You place the eggs gently on a plate. You sit at your small table. And, before you take a bite, you stop. You look at the food. And you feel something familiar. Something softer than hunger. You feel gratitude. You feel proud. You cooked this. You made something simple and beautiful with your own hands. And as you eat slowly, you speak again. The eggs taste good. The food is warm. I like this breakfast. Simple lines. Clear lines. Good practice. You finish eating. You stand up. You wash your plate. And as the warm water touches your fingers, you think about something bigger. Something deeper. You think about how cooking and speaking English are connected. Both need patience. Both need practice. Both need small steps. And every small step brings you confidence. Now the morning light grows brighter in your kitchen. The quiet moment is ending, but inside you, something new is beginning. A new confidence, a new feeling, a new step in your English journey. And as you walk away from the kitchen table, you ask yourself one gentle question: what will I cook next? And how will I describe it in English? Your story continues. Your English grows. Step by step, word by word, smell by smell, moment by moment. The next morning arrives with a soft light, the kind of light that feels like a warm hand touching your shoulder, telling you gently, wake up. Something new is waiting for you today. You open your eyes slowly. You stretch your arms. You breathe in deeply. The air feels calm, quiet, peaceful. But inside you, there is a small excitement, a soft curiosity. Because today, you are not staying in your kitchen. Today, you are stepping outside. You walk toward the window. You look outside. The street looks fresh, like it has been washed by the cool morning air. People walk slowly, holding bags, carrying baskets, talking to each other in soft voices. And you smile because you remember something. Today is market day. You decide to go out and buy fresh ingredients. Not because you have to, but because you want to. You want to touch real food. You want to smell real spices. You want to hear the voices of people selling vegetables and fruits. You want to practice your English in a natural way, through real things you can hold in your hands. You put on your shoes. You take your small bag. You open the door, step outside, and the air greets you softly. It feels cool, clean, new. You walk slowly down the street, listening to the sound of your steps. And with every step, your English grows in your mind, like a little plant, opening slowly toward the sun. As you get closer to the market, the sounds become stronger. You hear people talking. You hear children laughing. You hear someone calling out prices. The market sounds alive, warm, friendly. You feel the energy wrapping around you like a soft blanket. You walk inside, and the scene opens in front of you like a movie. Bright colors everywhere. Red tomatoes, green cucumbers, yellow lemons, purple onions, orange carrots. Every color is bright, shining softly under the morning sun. The smell is amazing. Fresh herbs, warm bread, sweet fruit, a little spice, a little earth. The air feels full of life, full of stories. And then, something nice happens. You hear a friendly voice saying, "Good morning. What can I help you with?" The voice is simple, clear, warm. And suddenly, you have an opportunity. A chance to practice English in the real world. A chance to speak about cooking. A chance to use new words naturally. You smile and say slowly, "Good morning. I want to buy some vegetables today." Your voice is soft, but strong enough. You feel proud. The seller smiles back. "Sure. What kind of vegetables do you need?" You look around. And you decide to take your time. You let your eyes explore the table. You touch the tomatoes. They feel smooth, warm from the sun. You pick up a cucumber. It feels firm, cool. You look at the leafy parsley. It smells fresh, like a garden after rain. You speak softly, slowly, carefully. "I want 2 tomatoes, please. And 1 cucumber. And some parsley." The seller nods and begins to pick the vegetables for you. You watch, learning new small phrases, small pieces of English you can use again and again. "How much is it?" "This one is fresh. Do you want a bag?" Altogether, it is $3. These simple phrases are the heart of everyday English. The kind of English that helps you feel comfortable in real life. You pay the seller. You thank them. You smile. You walk deeper into the market. And as you walk, you talk quietly to yourself again. "I bought tomatoes. I bought a cucumber. I bought parsley." You repeat the words. You let them sink into your mind. You feel them becoming part of you. Now you arrive at the fruit stand. The fruits look like jewels, bright, colorful, shining. Strawberries, bananas, apples, grapes, oranges. So many smells. So many shapes. Another seller smiles at you. Looking for something sweet today? They ask. You laugh softly. Yes, you say. I want something sweet. You point to the strawberries. They look soft and red, like little hearts. How much are the strawberries? You ask. The seller answers kindly, $5 for one box. They are very fresh today. You look at the box. You touch one very gently. It feels cool, firm, perfect. You say, I will take one box, please. The seller wraps it for you, hands it to you. Enjoy them, they say. You smile, feeling happy, feeling calm, feeling more confident with every small sentence you speak. You walk farther into the market. The warm smell of bread travels through the air, and the smell stops you like a gentle hand on your shoulder. You follow the smell. It leads you to a small bakery table. Fresh bread sits in baskets, soft bread, hard bread, round bread, sweet bread. You can feel the warmth of the oven still inside them. A baker looks at you with a smile that feels like morning sunshine. Would you like some bread? They ask. You nod gently. Yes. I want a small loaf, please. The baker picks up a warm loaf and puts it in a paper bag. You hold it in your hands. It feels warm, like holding a small animal, soft and alive. You thank the baker and continue walking. Your bag is getting heavier, but your heart feels lighter. Something beautiful is happening inside you. You are learning English not from a book, not from a classroom, but from life. From real places. From real people. From real moments. And this is how English becomes part of your everyday world. You stop at a small stand full of spices. The colors surprise you: bright red chili powder, golden turmeric, dark brown cinnamon, green dried herbs. Each spice has a different story, a different smell, a different magic. The seller looks at you. Would you like to smell this? They ask, holding a small jar. You open the jar and smell it gently. It smells good, you say softly. The spice smells warm, like a memory from a distant place. What is this called? You ask. Cumin, the seller says. You repeat the word. Cumin. You say it slowly. You taste the sound of the word in your mouth. You let it stay in your mind like a small seed. You buy a small bag of cumin. You place it in your growing collection of ingredients. And as you do, you realize something soft and beautiful. Every ingredient you buy today feels like a new English word. A new friend. A new piece of your story. Now your bag is full. Tomatoes. Cucumbers. Parsley. Strawberries. Bread. Spices. And as you walk toward the exit of the market, you feel something surprising. You feel like you are carrying more than food. You are carrying confidence. You are carrying practice. You are carrying the experience of speaking English with real people. You walk home slowly. The sun is a little higher now. The air feels warmer. You listen to the world around you, birds singing, people chatting, a car passing softly. But inside your mind, you are listening to something else. Your own voice. Your own progress. Your own English growing slowly. When you reach home, you open the door, step inside, and place all the food on your kitchen table. You look at it with happiness. These ingredients feel like little treasures. Little gifts. Little steps. You say softly, I bought tomatoes. I bought cucumbers. I bought fruit. I bought bread. I bought spices. You smile because these simple sentences feel good. Comfortable. Warm. They feel like something new is opening inside you. You wash the tomatoes. The water feels cool on your hands. You pat them dry with a cloth. You cut the cucumber into thin slices. You smell the fresh parsley before chopping it softly. You open the bread bag and breathe in the warm smell. Every small step smells like home. You sit at the table and think about what to cook next. A simple salad, maybe. Or a small sandwich. Or maybe you want to make something warm with spices. But you don't rush. You let the idea come slowly. As you sit there, the room quiet and full of soft light, you suddenly understand something important. Something powerful. Something you want to remember forever. Learning English is not about speaking fast. Learning English is not about using big words. Learning English is about using small words beautifully, again and again, until they feel natural. And cooking is the same. You start small. You practice. You repeat. And slowly, your hands know what to do. Your mind knows what to say. You close your eyes gently. You breathe in. You smile. This is your English kitchen. This is your English market. This is your English story. And it is growing with you. You stand up again. Ready for the next part of your day. Ready for the next recipe. Ready for the next English moment. The journey continues. The story opens. The next step waits quietly in the warm air. You stand in your kitchen with all the fresh ingredients from the market spread out in front of you. Your table looks colorful, like a small painting made of food. There are bright tomatoes, cool cucumbers, soft herbs, warm bread, sweet strawberries, and a little bag of spices that smells like stories from faraway places. And when you see all this food, you feel something gentle rising inside you. A simple question, what will I cook today? You sit down for a moment. You look at the table. The light from the window touches the vegetables softly. Everything feels calm. Everything feels ready. And you suddenly realize something nice. Today is special. Today is the day you cook your first real recipe in this story. Not something too difficult. Not something stressful. Just something simple, beautiful, and delicious. Something that helps you practice English while you cook. You smile and say softly, today I will make a salad. A simple salad. A fresh salad. A salad full of color and life. You decide to speak the recipe out loud, step by step, like a small English lesson just for yourself. You look at the tomatoes. First, I need tomatoes, you say slowly. You pick up 2 tomatoes. They feel soft and smooth in your hands. You wash them gently under cool water. The sound of the water feels peaceful, like a small river in your kitchen. You put the tomatoes on the cutting board. You pick up your knife. You take a breath and say, I am cutting the tomatoes. Your knife moves slowly, carefully, making soft sounds on the board. The red pieces fall neatly into a bowl. You look at them and feel proud. Cutting can be a simple action, but when you describe it in English, it becomes a step in your learning journey. Next, you touch the cucumber. It feels firm and cool. You wash it, then place it next to the tomatoes. Now I am cutting the cucumber, you say. The knife makes soft, rhythmic sounds as you slice the green pieces. They look fresh and bright. You put them into the bowl with the tomatoes. The colors begin to mix, red and green, warm and cool, soft and crisp. Then you pick up the parsley. The smell rises softly into the air. Fresh and green, like a garden in spring. You chop it carefully. I am chopping the parsley, you say with a small smile. The green pieces fall lightly into the bowl. The salad begins to look alive. Like something that came from the earth just for you. You pause. You look at the bowl. It already looks beautiful. And you say softly, the salad is not finished yet. You pick up a small bottle of olive oil. You open it carefully. The smell is rich and warm. You pour a little into the bowl. I am adding olive oil. The golden liquid touches the vegetables like soft sunlight. Then you take a lemon. Bright yellow. Smooth skin. You cut it in half and squeeze it gently. Fresh lemon juice falls like tiny drops of sunlight. I am adding lemon juice, you say. The salad looks brighter, fresher, more alive. Now you add a little salt. Just a small pinch. I am adding salt. Then you open your small bag of cumin. You smell it again, that warm earthy scent. You smile. I am adding a little cumin. You sprinkle it lightly. You mix everything gently with a spoon. The colors move. The smells rise. And suddenly you realize something beautiful. You are not just making a salad. You are making English. You are practicing simple verbs: cutting, chopping, washing, mixing, adding. You are using simple nouns: tomatoes, cucumbers, herbs, oil, lemon. You are building the kind of English that connects to real life. And it feels natural. You lift the spoon and take a small bite. The flavors are perfect. Fresh, bright, soft, crisp, warm, cool. Everything mixed together gently. You smile. This tastes good, you say softly. I made this. There is something powerful about making food with your own hands, even if it is simple. You sit at your table and enjoy the salad slowly. And as you eat, you think about something important. Why does food make us feel so calm? So connected? So safe? Maybe because food has stories. Every tomato grew under sunlight. Every cucumber drank water from the earth. Every herb learned how to catch the wind. Every spice traveled a long way to reach you. And your English has a story too. Every word you learn comes from a moment. Every sentence you speak comes from practice. Every mistake leads you to something better. You smile, feeling a sense of peace. As you eat, you say quietly, the salad is fresh. The salad is healthy. The salad is simple. These small sentences feel good. They feel natural. They feel like everyday English, the kind you can use in real conversations. You finish eating. You wash your bowl slowly, feeling the warm water on your hands. And as you wash, you speak again. I am washing the bowl. This is simple English. Everyday English. But it is powerful because it connects you to real actions. After cleaning up, you decide to sit near the window for a moment. You watch the street outside. People walk by with bags, with children, with pets. Cars move slowly. A bicycle passes by. The world feels simple and soft. And you feel like you are part of it. You hold the small bag of strawberries you bought earlier. You open it gently. The smell is sweet. You pick up one berry and say softly, "This is a strawberry." You eat it. It tastes sweet, like a small moment of happiness on your tongue. You take another berry. "This strawberry is sweet," you say. Simple. Clear. Nice. You suddenly remember something from your childhood. A memory that makes your heart feel warm. Maybe someone used to make fruit salad for you. Maybe someone used to give you sweet fruit on a hot afternoon. Maybe you used to pick strawberries from a garden. And this memory makes you feel connected to food in a soft, emotional way. As you sit by the window, the small bag of strawberries beside you, you begin to speak out loud again, practicing more English. I like fruit. I am eating a strawberry. The fruit is sweet. These strawberries are fresh. You say each sentence slowly, letting the words move gently from your mouth. No pressure. No hurry. Only calm learning. Then, as the afternoon begins to come, you feel something new inside you. A small idea. A small excitement. You think, maybe I can cook something else today. Something warm. Something simple. Something comforting. But before you cook again, you decide to rest for a moment. You sit quietly and breathe. And during this quiet moment, you start thinking about recipes. Not big, complicated recipes from books. Just small ones. Recipes that feel like a warm hug. Recipes that remind you of someone. Recipes that make you feel at home. And then the idea arrives softly like a whisper. Soup. A simple vegetable soup. You stand up. You walk to the kitchen. You open your fridge. You take out the vegetables you bought from the market. Tomatoes. Carrots. A small onion. Some herbs. You place them on the counter. You speak gently. I want to make soup. You wash the carrot. You peel it slowly. I am peeling the carrot, you say. You cut it into small pieces. I am cutting the carrot. Then you chop the onion. The smell rises softly, warm and familiar. Your eyes feel a little wet from the onion, but you still smile. You say softly, I am cutting the onion. You heat a pot on the stove. You add a little oil. The oil makes a soft noise in the pot. You add the onions. They sizzle. You stir them slowly. I am cooking the onions, you say. Then you add the carrots. You add some chopped tomatoes. You add a little salt. You add water. The pot begins to warm. A soft steam rises. The smell grows stronger, warmer, richer. You stand there, stirring gently, and you feel something special. Soup takes time. Soup teaches patience. Soup teaches warmth. And your English is the same. It grows slowly, gently, beautifully. You say softly, the soup is cooking. Then, the soup smells good. Then, the soup is almost ready. You take a small taste. It feels warm on your tongue. Comforting. Soft. You smile. You say, the soup tastes good. As you sit down to enjoy your soup, you realize something important. When you cook simple food and speak simple English, you feel connected to yourself. You feel connected to your story. You feel connected to the world. Cooking is not just about food. It is about language. It is about emotion. It is about daily life. You finish your soup slowly, feeling calm, feeling proud. You clean your pot. You wipe the table. You sit back at the window with your warm cup of tea. You look outside and breathe in deeply. Today, you cooked 2 things. Today, you spoke many sentences. Today, you learned simple, real English. And you did this without stress. You whisper to yourself, I am learning. I am growing. I am doing well. Your day feels warm. Your heart feels light. Your English feels stronger. The next day begins in a gentle, warm way. The sun rises slowly through your window, touching the floor with soft light, like someone drawing golden lines on the ground. You stretch your arms. You sit up slowly. And the first thing you think about is not work, not stress, not problems. You think about food. You think about cooking. You think about English. And you smile, because now they feel connected in your life, like 3 friends walking next to you on a calm morning. You walk to your kitchen and notice something special. The room feels warm, almost alive. It feels like it is waiting for you. Like it wants to hear your voice again saying simple English sentences. It wants to watch you cook. It wants to help you grow. You boil water for tea. You sit at the table and look at your small kitchen with soft eyes. And then you notice something unexpected. Your phone vibrates. A message appears from a friend. It says, "Can I come over today? I want to learn how to cook something simple." You smile. You feel a soft excitement. Cooking alone is calm, but cooking with someone else brings something new. A small adventure. A warm connection. A chance to practice speaking English with another person. You reply, "Yes, come after lunch. We can cook something together." Your friend sends a smile. You place your phone down. You take a deep breath. You suddenly feel a soft mix of feelings, happiness, curiosity, and a little nervousness. Not nervous about cooking. Not nervous about talking. Just a natural feeling that comes when we invite someone into our private space, into our kitchen, into our daily world. You stand up. You look at your ingredients. The tomatoes. The cucumbers. The bread. The herbs. The spices. You think, what can we cook together? Something simple. Something friendly. Something warm. You decide not to plan too much. You want the moment to be natural. The hours pass slowly with soft peace. You clean your kitchen a little. You cut a few vegetables for later. You taste one strawberry and close your eyes because the sweetness feels like a small thank you from the world. In the early afternoon, there is a knock on your door. Light. friendly, not rushed. You open it, and your friend stands there with a small smile. Hi, they say in simple, clear English. Hi, you answer. Your friend walks in and looks around your kitchen. It smells nice in here, they say. You laugh softly. Maybe the kitchen likes me now. Your friend smiles. You smile. The room feels warm, like a small fire is burning inside the walls. Your friend sits at the table. I want to learn some easy cooking, they say. Something simple but tasty. You nod. Good. We can cook something together. And we can speak English while we cook. Your friend laughs a little. So I will learn cooking and English at the same time? Yes, you say with a warm smile. Cooking English. Your friend looks at the ingredients on your table. They touch the tomatoes gently. What can we make with this? You say softly, maybe a sandwich. Maybe a small salad. Maybe something warm. We will see. Your friend stands up. Okay, tell me what to do. And suddenly, your kitchen becomes alive again. This time with two voices. Two hands. Two people learning from the same ingredients. You begin slowly. You pick up a tomato. You show it to your friend. This is a tomato, you say clearly. Your friend nods and repeats, this is a tomato. Simple. Calm. Natural. You cut the tomato in half and say, I am cutting the tomato. Your friend watches carefully. Then you say, now you try. They pick up the knife slowly, nervously, but with a small smile. They cut the tomato gently. Their hands shake a little, but they do it. Then they say, I am cutting the tomato. You smile and say, good. You both cut vegetables together, slowly, softly, safely, while speaking simple English the whole time. I am washing the cucumber. I am cutting the onion. I am mixing the vegetables. Your friend repeats each sentence, and their voice becomes a little more confident each time. The kitchen fills with two kinds of warmth, the warmth of cooking and the warmth of learning together. Your friend points at the olive oil and asks, can we use this? Yes, you say. This is olive oil. It is good for salads. Your friend takes the bottle slowly. I am adding olive oil, they say. You nod. Perfect. You both mix the salad. The colors look beautiful. Red, green, yellow. Like the market you visited yesterday. Your friend tastes the salad and says, this is good. You laugh softly. It is simple. Simple is good. Your friend smiles. Simple food is happy food. You feel something warm in your chest. A soft happiness. A feeling that cooking together creates connection, comfort, and friendly conversation. This is the kind of English that does not feel like study. It feels like life. But now your friend wants to cook something more. Something warm. Can we make soup? They ask gently. You smile. Yes. Soup is easy. And warm. And friendly. You take out the vegetables. Carrot. Onion. Tomato. A little parsley. Your friend looks at them and says slowly, these vegetables look fresh. You nod. Yes. Fresh vegetables make good soup. You begin again with soft instructions. Wash the carrot. Cut the carrot. Peel the onion. Chop the onion. Every simple action becomes a simple English sentence. Your friend repeats each one. I am washing the carrot. I am peeling the onion. I am cutting the tomato. And you watch as their English becomes smoother, softer, more natural. You heat the pot. You add oil. The onions begin to sizzle. Your friend leans closer. It smells nice. Yes, you say. The onions are cooking. You add the carrots. You add tomatoes. You add water. A small cloud of steam rises. Your friend whispers, it feels like magic. You smile. Cooking is slow magic. As the soup cooks, you both sit at the table. The kitchen feels like a small world of its own. Warm. Calm. Safe. Your friend says, I like cooking with you. It feels easy. You nod. Cooking is easier when we do it together. Your friend laughs softly. English is easier too. You take the spoon and stir the soup. The smell fills the room. You say softly, "The soup is almost ready." Your friend repeats, "The soup is almost ready." They say it slowly, with focus, like tasting each word. You serve 2 bowls. Steam rises gently. The soup looks warm and soft, like a hug in a bowl. Your friend takes a small spoonful and smiles. "This is good. Very good." You say, "We made this together." Your friend nods with a warm look. "Yes, together." You eat slowly, enjoying the simple flavor, the simple moment. Your friend looks at you and asks, "Why does cooking feel so relaxing?" You think for a moment. Then you say softly, "Because cooking is like breathing. Slow, natural, simple, one step at a time." Your friend sits quietly thinking. Then they say, "And English? Maybe English is the same?" You smile. "Yes. English is like cooking. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to take one step at a time. Small steps. Simple steps." Your friend nods slowly. "I like that." You both finish eating. You wash the bowls together. Your friend says, "Thank you. Today was special." You say softly, "Yes. It was special for me too." Your friend puts on their shoes, ready to leave. At the door, they turn and say, "Next time, can we bake something sweet?" You laugh. "Yes. Next time, we make something sweet." Your friend smiles. "Good. See you soon." And they leave. You close the door gently. You stand quietly in your warm kitchen. The smell of soup still floats in the air. The room feels different now, like it remembers the voices, the laughter, the learning. You sit at your table and breathe in deeply. Today, you did not cook alone. Today, you shared a moment. Today, you grew your English together with someone else. And something beautiful happened. Food became language. Language became connection. Connection became memory. You whisper softly to yourself, "I am learning English. I am learning cooking. I am learning life." And you smile, feeling warm inside. The story does not end here. There is more to cook, more to learn, more to taste, more to understand. The next morning feels different. It feels soft, slow, a little sweet in the air, like the world is whispering something gentle to you. You wake up with a relaxed smile on your face because you remember what your friend said yesterday before leaving. "Next time, can we bake something sweet?" You smile again as the memory touches your mind. Yes, today feels like a sweet day. A day to make something warm, something soft, something that brings a simple kind of happiness to your kitchen. You stretch your arms and walk toward your kitchen slowly. The light is bright but peaceful, like soft gold resting on the counters. Your kitchen looks clean, calm, almost waiting for you. You take a deep breath and whisper quietly, "Good morning, kitchen." You laugh softly at yourself, but it feels nice to say it, like talking to an old friend. You boil water for tea. You sit by the window with your warm cup in your hands. The tea smells gentle, almost like morning air. You look outside at the slow-moving street, and suddenly you feel something small inside you, something like excitement. Today, you want to bake something. Something easy. Something friendly. Something that fills your kitchen with the smell of comfort. You think for a moment. What sweet thing should you bake? Cookies? Cake? Bread? Pancakes? Muffins? You shake your head softly. You want something simple for beginners. Something anyone can make. Something that teaches good English words that feel useful in everyday life. Then the idea arrives like a soft bell ringing inside your mind. Pancakes. Simple pancakes. Warm, soft pancakes. You smile. Pancakes are perfect. They are easy. They use simple ingredients. And they create a warm smell that fills every corner of the room. You finish your tea, stand up, and walk to your cupboard. You begin to gather the ingredients slowly. And as you do, you speak each one out loud in clear, simple English. Flour, milk, eggs, sugar, salt, oil. You place each ingredient on the counter carefully, like you are preparing for a small performance. The ingredients wait patiently. You feel ready. You take a deep breath. You speak again. I want to make pancakes today. Simple, clear, soft. You open a small bowl and hold it in your hands. I need a bowl, you say. You place it on the counter. You pick up your measuring cup slowly. I need 1 cup of flour, you say gently. You scoop the flour and pour it into the bowl. The sound is soft, like falling snow. You add a little sugar. I am adding sugar. You add a small pinch of salt. I am adding salt. You mix them together with a spoon. I am mixing the dry ingredients. These sentences feel simple, but they feel real. They connect your actions to your words. They help English grow inside you like a small plant taking root. Now you crack an egg into a second bowl. The sound is sharp but clean. I am cracking an egg. You smile. It feels like you are teaching yourself step by step. You pour milk into the bowl. I am adding milk. The milk mixes with the egg. You stir gently. I am mixing the wet ingredients. Now you combine both bowls. You pour the milk and egg mixture into the flour. The liquid slowly disappears into the powder. You stir slowly. I am mixing everything together. The batter becomes thick, smooth, soft. You touch the spoon gently. The texture feels perfect. You stand there for a moment, looking into the bowl, feeling proud. The kitchen feels peaceful. The air feels warm. Everything moves slowly, naturally, like a quiet river. Then you heat the pan. Your voice becomes soft and focused. I am heating the pan. You pour a little oil. I am adding oil. You swirl the pan gently. The oil spreads. The pan becomes warm. You scoop some pancake batter with a small spoon and pour it into the pan. The sound is beautiful. A soft sssss as the batter touches the heat. You whisper, the pancake is cooking. You watch as small bubbles form on the top. You wait. You flip the pancake slowly. I am flipping the pancake, you say. The other side cooks. The smell rises. Warm, sweet, comforting. The pancake becomes golden, soft, ready. You place it on a plate. You feel proud again. Then you make another pancake. And another. And another. Your voice follows each step. I am pouring the batter. I am cooking the pancake. I am flipping it. I am making more pancakes. Your kitchen fills with warmth, with smell, with soft joy. When you finish, you look at the plate full of pancakes. They look like small golden moons, warm and friendly. You smile. You sit at your table. You take a bite. The pancake tastes soft and gentle, like a small hug inside your mouth. You say softly, this is good. You take another bite. This is sweet. Another bite. I like this. These small sentences feel natural. They feel like real life. They feel like the English you can use any day, anywhere. Then something unexpected happens. Your phone vibrates. A message from your friend appears. I am nearby. Can I come over for a small visit? You laugh softly. Perfect timing. You reply, yes. Come. I made pancakes. A few minutes later, you hear a soft knock on the door. You open it. Your friend smells the sweet air immediately. Oh, they say. It smells amazing in here. You laugh. Yes. I made pancakes. Your friend's eyes grow wide. Really? Pancakes? Can I try some? Of course, you say. Your friend sits at the table and takes a bite. Their face lights up like morning sunshine. This is so good, they say. You smile softly. It's simple. Your friend laughs. Simple food is good food. You sit together, eating warm pancakes, talking slowly in English. Your friend asks, "How did you make these?" You explain each step in slow, clear English. The same sentences you practiced earlier. I mixed flour, sugar, and salt. I mixed milk and eggs. I cooked the pancake in a pan. I flipped it. Simple, clear, helpful. Your friend listens carefully. That sounds easy, they say. It is easy, you reply quietly. Cooking is easy when you take small steps. English too. Your friend nods, smiling. Yes. Step by step. You both eat more pancakes. The warm taste makes the moment feel peaceful and honest. The kitchen feels alive again, two voices, two smiles, two hearts learning something simple and beautiful. After you finish eating, your friend says, "Can we make something sweet together next time too?" You laugh softly. Yes, we can try a cake. Or cookies. Something easy. Your friend smiles happily. Good. I want to learn. You walk them to the door. They turn and say, "I like learning English in your kitchen." You smile warmly. Me too. Your friend leaves. You close the door gently. The sweet smell of pancakes still floats in the air. You sit quietly at the table, listening to the soft silence of your kitchen. You whisper, "Today was a sweet day." You look at your hands. The hands that cooked. The hands that learned. You feel something deeper now. Cooking is teaching you English. English is teaching you patience. And both are teaching you how to enjoy simple moments in life. You whisper softly, "I am learning slowly," and that is enough. The day continues quietly. The light moves slowly across the floor. Your kitchen rests. Your heart feels warm. And tomorrow? Tomorrow will bring something new. Something warm. Something simple. Something delicious. The next morning arrives slowly, like a quiet dream stretching into daylight. You wake up feeling calm and rested. There is no rush in your heart, no pressure in your mind. Only a soft feeling that today will be gentle. You sit up in bed and think about the last few days, cooking simple dishes, walking through the market, talking with your friend, feeling warm smells and warm conversations inside your kitchen. You breathe in deeply and smile. Cooking has become a peaceful part of your life. And English. English has begun to feel like a soft river flowing through your day. Not hard. Not stressful. Not heavy. Just natural. You move quietly to the kitchen. The air feels cool, but the memory of yesterday's warm pancakes is still alive somewhere in the room. You make a small cup of tea. You sit at your table. And then, as you hold the warm cup in your hands, your phone begins to ring. You look at the screen. It's someone you haven't talked to in a long time. Someone special. Someone warm. Someone who has always cared about you. You answer the call. "Hello." A soft voice replies, "Hi, how are you?" You smile. "I'm good. How are you?" "I'm good too," they say. "I'm in your area today. Can we meet?" Your heart softens. "Yes, of course. Maybe I can come to your place for lunch?" You pause for a moment, not because you don't want them to come, but because you suddenly feel something gentle and important. Cooking for someone special. You say softly, "Yes. Come for lunch." They smile through the phone. "Wonderful. I'll be there in a few hours." You end the call. You sit quietly for a moment. You feel a warm mix of excitement and nervousness. Not fear. Just a gentle energy that comes when you want to make someone feel welcome, someone you care about. You whisper to yourself, "Okay? I need to cook something nice. Something simple. Something warm. Something comforting. Something that is easy to talk about in English." You stand up slowly and walk to your fridge. You open the door and look inside. The fresh vegetables from the market are still waiting for you. The bread. The herbs. A few eggs. Some fruit. And the little bag of cumin. You smile. "I can make something good with this." You take everything out and place it on the counter. You touch each ingredient softly, like you are choosing colors for a painting. Then the idea arrives slowly and beautifully. A warm vegetable rice dish. Easy, gentle, fragrant. A dish full of color and soft comfort. A dish that fills the kitchen with warm smells. A dish that brings people closer together. You whisper yes. Rice. Vegetables. Warm lunch. Simple words. Good words. You begin. You take a cup of rice. You wash it slowly under running water. You watch the grains move like little white stones in a river. As you wash the rice, you speak softly, I am washing the rice. Then you place the rice in a pot. You add water. I am adding water. You touch the pot gently. I am making rice. These simple sentences feel peaceful. You are cooking English and food at the same time. Next, you chop vegetables. Carrot, tomato, cucumber, but you decide to keep the cucumber fresh for a salad. Onion, a little garlic, a little parsley. As you cut each vegetable, you say the action softly. I am cutting the carrot. I am chopping the onion. I am cutting the tomato. You feel the words becoming smoother in your mouth. Then you heat a pan. You add a little oil. The oil warms and shimmers in the light. You add the onions. They sizzle softly. You say gently, the onions are cooking. You add carrots. You add tomatoes. The smell rises. Warm, bright, alive. Then you add a small pinch of cumin. The smell changes instantly. It becomes deeper, richer, warmer. You close your eyes for a moment. This smells good, you whisper. You mix the vegetables slowly. Then you add the cooked rice. You mix everything together gently. The colors blend. The smells rise. The dish becomes warm and beautiful. You smile. This looks nice. You turn off the stove and take a breath. You feel calm. You feel ready. Now you prepare a small salad with cucumber and fresh herbs. You slice the cucumber. You chop the parsley. You add a little lemon juice. You mix everything gently. Simple actions. Simple words. Simple English. As you finish, you look at the clock. Your special guest will arrive soon. You clean your counter. You set the table nicely. You put out 2 cups, 2 plates, 2 forks. You stand back and look at your kitchen. It looks warm. It looks friendly. It looks ready. Then, a soft knock on the door. Your heart moves gently like a small wave. You walk to the door. You open it. There they stand. Someone special. Someone familiar. Someone who brings warmth to the room even before stepping inside. They smile softly. Hi. You smile back. Hi. Come in. They step inside your kitchen and look around with warm eyes. It smells amazing in here, they say. You laugh softly. I cooked something simple. They smile. Simple food made with love is the best food. You feel a soft warmth in your chest. You serve the rice. You serve the salad. You sit together at the table. Your kitchen fills with quiet, peaceful air. They take a bite and close their eyes. This is delicious. You smile. I'm glad you like it. It tastes warm, they say. It tastes like kindness. You feel your cheeks warm slightly. You take a bite too. It tastes even better now that you are sharing it. They look at you gently. You've become a very good cook. You laugh softly. I'm practicing. Cooking and English. They smile. You are doing both very well. You talk slowly as you eat. You talk about simple things, food, days, weather, memories. Soft English. Slow English. Comfortable English. They ask, how did you make this rice? You explain slowly. I washed the rice. I cooked it with water. I cooked vegetables with oil. I mixed everything together. They listen carefully. It sounds simple. You nod. Simple is good. You both laugh softly. The kitchen feels warm and full. After you finish eating, you make tea. The steam rises gently. You sit together and talk more. They say quietly, I feel peaceful here. Your heart moves again. I'm happy you feel that way. You sit together for a long time, talking softly, smiling quietly, enjoying simple food, enjoying simple English, enjoying the moment. Then, slowly, gently, they stand up. I should go now, they say softly. You nod. You walk them to the door. Before leaving, they turn and say, thank you. Lunch was wonderful. You cooked with your heart. You smile. Thank you for coming. They smile again. Next time, let me cook for you. You watch them walk away slowly. You close the door gently. You stand for a moment in the warm silence of your kitchen. Then you whisper to yourself, I cooked for someone special today. You touch the table softly. You look at the empty plates. You feel proud. You feel calm. You feel warm. Cooking gives you comfort. English gives you confidence. Together, they give you connection. You wash the dishes slowly. The water feels warm. Your heart feels warm too. And as the day becomes evening, you think softly, I am learning. I am growing. I am not alone. The kitchen rests. The air becomes quiet. The soft smell of rice still floats around you. And tomorrow, a new recipe waits. A new story waits. A new moment waits. The next day begins in a quiet, peaceful way. You wake up slowly, not because you are tired, but because your mind is floating in a soft, warm space. The sunlight in your room feels gentle, almost shy as it enters through the curtains. You stretch your arms, breathe deeply, and smile to yourself. Yesterday was special. You cooked for someone you care about. You shared warm food. You shared warm English. You shared a warm moment. And today, you can still feel that warmth inside you, like a small candle burning softly. You walk into your kitchen. The room feels familiar, like it remembers your smile from yesterday. You run your fingers lightly across the counter, and you whisper, Good morning, kitchen. You make a cup of warm tea and sit by the window. The world outside feels slow. Birds move quietly in the sky. A bicycle rolls across the street like a soft whisper. People walk gently, not fast, not loud. You take a sip of your tea. The flavor fills your mouth and calms your chest. You let the quiet wrap around you like a blanket. And then, out of nowhere, a thought appears in your mind, a simple but bright thought. Today, I want to cook something new. Not because you have to. Not because someone is coming over. But because you want to. Because cooking has started to feel like a friend, someone who helps you relax, someone who teaches you English, someone who listens without speaking. You put your cup down and stand up slowly. You open your fridge. Inside, the vegetables look fresh and calm. You look at the tomatoes. You look at the potatoes. You look at the eggs. You look at the bread. You see a small piece of cheese you forgot you had. And then the idea forms slowly, like a warm cloud, a simple afternoon snack. Comfort food. Something light. Something soft. Something fun to say in English. You smile. You know exactly what you want to make. A warm tomato and cheese toast. Simple. Soft. Easy to say. Easy to enjoy. You whisper yes. Toast. Tomatoes. Cheese. Perfect. You wash your hands and gather everything on the counter. Bread. Tomato. Cheese. A little oil. Salt. Pepper. A few herbs. You place the bread down first. You touch it softly. You say out loud, I am making toast. Your voice sounds calm. The kitchen listens. You slice the tomato slowly. You whisper, I am cutting the tomato. The knife makes soft sounds on the cutting board. The tomato feels cool and fresh in your hand. You grate the cheese gently. Little white pieces fall like soft snow. You say, I am grating cheese. The words feel slow and smooth on your tongue. You heat the pan. You add a tiny bit of oil. The oil shines in the light. You place the bread in the pan. The bread begins to warm. You say, I am toasting the bread. You smile. Everything feels simple and peaceful. Even your English feels like it is breathing with you. When the bread becomes warm and golden, you add the tomato slices on top. Then you sprinkle cheese over them. The cheese begins to melt slowly. You whisper, the cheese is melting. The words slip out of your mouth like warm honey. You sprinkle a little salt, a little pepper, a few herbs. The toast becomes beautiful, colorful, warm, soft, friendly. You take a deep breath. It smells good, you say quietly. When the toast is ready, you slide it onto a plate. You take a moment just to look at it. The tomato is bright and juicy. The cheese is melted and soft. The bread is golden and warm. Simple food, but full of comfort. You sit at the table. You cut a small piece with your fork. You take a bite. Warm, soft, gentle, perfect. You close your eyes. This is nice, you whisper. This is simple. This is good. As you eat, you hear your phone vibrate. A message appears on the screen. It's your friend. The same friend who came over on the pancake day. Their message says, what are you doing this afternoon? You smile. They always text you at the perfect time. You reply, I'm eating tomato cheese toast. A moment later, they send another message. That sounds delicious. Did you make it? You laugh softly. Yes, I made it. It's simple. Your friend sends a happy face. You're cooking a lot these days. You reply, yes. Cooking is relaxing. And I practice English in the kitchen. Your friend sends a laughing emoji. English and cooking at the same time? That's very you. You laugh again. You type slowly, it helps me speak. It helps me think. It helps me enjoy the moment. Your friend writes, I'm free today. Wanna hang out later? You smile warmly. You type, yes. Come over at 5. Your friend replies with a heart emoji and a message. Should I bring something? You look at your kitchen. You want the afternoon to be simple and calm. You want to share something warm with your friend again. But this time, you want to do something different. So you type, no need. Just bring your smile. Your friend sends a surprised face. Okay, see you at 5. You finish your toast slowly. You sip a little water. You sit in the quiet, feeling the peaceful afternoon around you. Then a thought arrives, gentle, simple, and beautiful. Maybe, today I can teach my friend a recipe. A small one. A friendly one. Something easy. And immediately, the perfect idea arrives. A simple drink. A light drink. A refreshing drink. A drink your friend will enjoy and can easily make at home. Lemon mint water. Soft. Fresh. Simple. Perfect for an afternoon. You say softly, yes, lemon mint water. You open your fridge and take out a lemon. You take a handful of fresh mint leaves. You smile at the soft green color. You cut the lemon in half. You whisper, I am cutting the lemon. You squeeze the juice into a jar of water. Then you add the mint leaves. You stir gently. You say, I am making lemon mint water. The drink looks cool and bright, like a small piece of summer. You place the jar in the fridge to chill. You clean your counter. You take a deep breath. There is still time before your friend arrives. So you sit at the table again. You rest your hands on the wood surface. You listen to the quiet. The afternoon moves softly. The air feels warm. The light on your counter looks golden. And then, you begin to think. Not heavy thinking, just soft thinking. Thinking about English. Thinking about cooking. Thinking about how both have started to change your days. You whisper to yourself, when I cook, I speak. When I speak, I learn. When I learn, I feel calm. You smile. Cooking is not just food. It is a place for your mind to breathe. It is a place for your English to grow. The clock moves slowly toward 5. You hear footsteps outside your door. A soft knock. Your heart lifts gently. You walk to the door and open it. Your friend stands there with a wide, happy smile. Hi. You smile back. Hi. Come in. They step into your kitchen again. They look around. It feels peaceful in here, they say. You laugh softly. It's a quiet afternoon. Your friend smiles. Did you cook today? You nod. I made toast earlier. And you open the fridge and bring out the jar. I made lemon mint water. Your friend's eyes widen. Oh, that looks so fresh. You pour 2 glasses. You both sit at the table. You take a sip. Your friend takes a sip. They close their eyes. This is so refreshing. You smile. It's simple, you say softly. Just lemon, mint, and water. Your friend drinks again. You have to teach me this, they say. You laugh. I can teach you now. Really? Really. You show them the lemon. You show them the mint. You explain slowly, I cut the lemon. I squeeze the juice. I add mint. I mix everything. Your friend repeats after you in English. I cut the lemon. I squeeze the juice. I add mint. I mix everything. You smile. They smile. Your kitchen feels like a small English class wrapped inside a warm afternoon. You talk for a long time. You drink slowly. You laugh quietly. You enjoy the soft moments. And somewhere between the words, the smiles, the quiet air, you realize something important. Cooking has given you connection. Cooking has given you confidence. Cooking has given you English that feels real. You whisper inside your mind, I am learning. I am growing. I am living slowly and clearly. Your friend finishes the last sip of lemon mint water. They say softly, your kitchen feels like home. Your heart warms. You look around your simple kitchen. And for the first time, it truly does feel like home. The next day arrives with a soft brightness, the kind that makes you feel calm even before you get out of bed. You open your eyes slowly, listening to the quiet around you. There is no rush, no noise, only the soft sound of the morning breathing. You stretch your arms and whisper, good morning, to no one in particular, just to the day itself. You sit up and think about the last few days. Cooking, learning, sharing, smiling. Something inside you feels softer now, like a warm blanket around your heart. You walk into your kitchen. The air still holds the gentle memory of lemon mint water from yesterday. You breathe it in and smile. The kitchen feels like a friend, steady, calm, always waiting for you. You make a small cup of tea and sit at your table. The first sip warms your throat. You hold the cup with both hands and look out of the window. The street is slowly waking up. A child walks to school with a backpack almost bigger than their body. A woman sweeps her front door. A dog stretches like it is also saying good morning to the world. You sigh softly. This is a good morning, you say to yourself. But as you drink your tea, a little thought arrives, quiet but real. Your kitchen is low on ingredients. You need vegetables. You need bread. You need something fresh, something colorful, something that makes cooking feel alive again. You whisper, I need to go to the market. And then another thought, a small but warm one, maybe I can go in the evening, at sunset. The market at sunset feels beautiful. Not too busy. Not too loud. Warm lights. Soft colors. Easy conversations. You finish your tea and smile. Yes, the evening market is a perfect idea. For the rest of the day, you do small things around your home. You fold laundry. You water your plants. You listen to soft music. You practice saying simple English sentences about cooking. I am cutting vegetables. I am boiling water. I am mixing ingredients. I am making dinner. You say the sentences slowly, letting each one relax inside your mouth. Time moves quietly. And then, the sky begins to change. The bright blue of the afternoon softens into golden orange. The sun lowers gently, painting the world with warm colors. Your kitchen glows like a candle. You stand at your door and take a long, comfortable breath. It's time, you whisper. You take your small shopping bag and step outside. The air feels cool but not cold. A light breeze brushes your face. You walk slowly toward the market, enjoying the soft sounds of the evening, birds calling each other, leaves moving in the wind, faraway traffic humming like a sleepy song. The world feels calm. You feel calm. Your steps feel light. When you arrive at the market, the golden light rests softly on everything. The fruit stands look like paintings. The vegetable stands glow like quiet fireworks. The people walk slowly, talking softly, choosing food for dinner. You smile. You love this time of day. You walk to the first stand, a simple wooden table with bright tomatoes. They shine like little suns in the fading light. You pick one up gently. It feels cool and smooth in your hand. The seller smiles at you. "Good evening," they say. You smile back. "Good evening." You take a quiet breath and try to speak simple English. "I want 2 tomatoes, please." The seller nods warmly. 2 tomatoes, yes. They place the tomatoes in a small paper bag and hand it to you. "Thank you," you say. "You're welcome," they reply. You walk to the next stand. Potatoes, onions, garlic, soft colors, soft smells, soft voices around you. You pick up a few potatoes. You speak softly, almost to yourself. "I need 3 potatoes." The seller hears you and smiles. You give them the potatoes. They put them in a bag. You pay. You say, "Thank you." They say, "Have a nice evening." You continue walking. And then you stop. There, in the middle of the market, you see something beautiful. A small bakery stand. Warm bread. Fresh rolls. Soft pastries. The smell hits you gently, like a warm hug made of butter and happiness. You walk closer. The baker, an older man with a friendly face, smiles. "Hello," he says softly. You smile. "Hello." You look at the bread. One loaf catches your eye. Golden. Round. Soft on the edges. The baker notices. "This one is very fresh," he says. "I baked it 1 hour ago." Your heart warms. Fresh bread is simple, but it feels special. You take a deep breath and say in simple English, "I want this bread, please." He nods. He places the bread in a paper bag and hands it to you. When you pay, he gives you a small smile and says, "Enjoy your dinner." You walk away slowly, holding the bread close to your chest. The warmth of the loaf surprises you. It feels like holding a small sun. The sky is deeper now, orange turning to pink, pink turning to soft purple. The market lights begin to turn on, one by one, glowing like warm stars. You walk to a small herb stand. The smell of mint, basil, and parsley moves gently in the air. You whisper, "I want mint." You pick up a handful. The leaves feel cool and fresh. You buy them with a smile. Now your bag is full. Tomatoes. Potatoes. Fresh bread. Mint. A soft, warm feeling inside your chest. You take a deep breath and begin to walk home. The street is quiet. The sky is almost dark, but not completely. Street lamps glow in a soft yellow color. People walk slowly, holding their own market bags. As you walk, you begin to think about dinner. You have vegetables. You have bread. You have mint. What can you make tonight? A simple soup? A warm salad? Tomatoes and bread? Potatoes cooked with herbs? Then the idea arrives, quiet but perfect. A warm vegetable soup. Made slowly. Made gently. Made with simple English words. You smile. Yes. Soup. Soup always feels like comfort. When you reach your home, you open the door gently. The kitchen welcomes you with its soft quiet. You place your bag on the counter and begin to take everything out. 1 tomato. 2 tomatoes. 3 potatoes. Fresh bread. fresh mint. You wash your hands. You breathe deeply. And then, you begin. You cut the tomato. You whisper, I am cutting the tomatoes. You peel the potatoes. You whisper, I am peeling the potatoes. You chop the onions. You whisper, I am chopping onions. The simple sentences slow you down. They calm your mind. They pull you into the moment. You heat a pot. You add oil. You add onions. They sizzle. They sing softly. You whisper, the onions are cooking. You add potatoes. You add tomatoes. The colors mix. The smell rises gently. You add water. You add salt. You add a few herbs. You stir slowly. You say, I am making soup. The soup begins to bubble softly. You lower the heat. You let it cook slowly. The smell fills your kitchen. You sit down and take a quiet breath. Your heart feels full. Your kitchen feels warm. Your day feels beautiful. After a few minutes, the soup is ready. You pour it into a bowl. You tear a small piece of your fresh bread. You dip it into the soup. You take a bite. Warm, soft, comforting, perfect. You close your eyes. This is good, you whisper. You eat slowly, enjoying every moment. The warm bowl in your hand. The soft bread. The gentle taste of vegetables. The quiet evening around you. When you finish, you sit for a long time, not moving, just feeling the comfort in your body. Then, softly, you say the words that rise from inside you. I like cooking. I like learning. I like this calm life. You smile quietly. The night grows deeper. Your kitchen rests. Your heart rests. The day ends softly. And tomorrow. Tomorrow will bring another dish. Another moment. Another piece of English spoken slowly, inside your warm kitchen. The next morning arrives in a different way. You don't wake up to sunlight. You don't wake up to quiet. You wake up to the soft sound of rain touching your window. A sound like thousands of tiny fingers tapping gently, asking the world to slow down. You open your eyes slowly. The room feels dim, soft, and blue. The air feels cool. The world outside feels peaceful, wrapped in a blanket of quiet rain. You stretch your arms and smile. Rainy mornings always feel special, like the day is whispering, take it slow. Move softly. Breathe gently. You stand up and walk to your kitchen. The floor feels cool under your feet. The rain taps lightly on the windows. Your kitchen feels calm, almost sleepy, like it is waking up with you. You whisper, good morning, even though the room is quiet. Your voice sounds warm in the soft air. You fill the kettle with water and place it on the stove. The sound of the water pouring feels like part of the rain. You light the flame. You make tea. Slowly. Gently. You sit at your table and watch the rain through your window. The drops slide down the glass like tiny rivers. Cars move slowly on the wet street. Umbrellas open like little flowers. People walk with quiet steps. You sip your tea. It warms your hands. It warms your chest. You feel calm. Then your stomach makes a small hungry sound. You laugh softly. Yes, yes, you whisper. Breakfast. You look around your kitchen. You see the fresh bread from yesterday. You see the tomatoes. You see eggs. You see mint. You think for a moment. Rainy days need warm food. Rainy days need soft food. Rainy days need something comforting. Then the idea arrives, warm and gentle. A simple egg breakfast. Tomatoes. Mint. Warm bread. Soft eggs. Slow cooking. Simple English. You smile. Yes, eggs. Simple. Perfect for a rainy morning. You stand up and move toward the counter. You pick up 2 eggs and hold them gently in your hands. They feel cool and smooth. You whisper, I am going to make eggs. You take a tomato. You cut it slowly. The juicy red pieces shine under the soft morning light. You whisper, I am cutting the tomato. You tear a small piece of bread. You smile, remembering the warm bakery and the friendly baker. You take a handful of mint leaves. You wash them. You smell them. Fresh, bright, alive. The rain continues outside. You feel like you are cooking in a quiet little world. You heat the pan. You add a little oil. The oil spreads in a thin, clear layer. You add the tomatoes first. They sizzle softly, but not loudly. The sound mixes with the rain. You whisper, "The tomatoes are cooking." You crack the eggs into a bowl. The sound is sharp but comforting. You mix them gently with a fork. You whisper, "I am mixing the eggs." You add salt. You add pepper. Simple seasonings for a simple morning. Then you pour the eggs into the pan. They flow around the tomatoes like soft yellow water. You watch as they begin to cook. Slowly, softly, beautifully. The kitchen fills with a warm smell. Soft, comforting, safe. You gently move the eggs with a spatula. Slow motions, quiet actions, calm cooking. You whisper, "I am making scrambled eggs." The rain continues its soft song. The kitchen feels warm. Your heart feels warm. After a few minutes, the eggs are ready, soft, warm, gentle. You turn off the stove. You take a plate. You place the eggs on it. You add a little fresh mint on top. The green looks beautiful on the yellow eggs. You tear a piece of bread. You place it next to the eggs. Your breakfast looks simple and lovely. You sit down at the table. You take your first bite. Warm, soft, comforting. Perfect for a rainy morning. You smile and whisper, "This is good." You take another bite. "I like this." Another bite. "This is simple." As you eat, your phone vibrates. You look at the screen. It's a message from your friend, the same friend who came for pancakes, the same friend who learned lemon mint water with you. The message says, "Is it raining where you are?" You smile and reply, "Yes, it's raining. I'm having breakfast." Your friend sends a little sad face. "I'm at work. I wish I had breakfast now." You laugh softly. You type, "I made eggs." Very easy. Very warm. Your friend replies, "You always cook nice things. What did you put in the eggs?" You think for a moment, then type in simple English, "Eggs, tomatoes, salt, pepper, mint." Simple food. Your friend sends a big smile emoji. "That sounds delicious. I'll try it tomorrow." You finish your breakfast slowly, enjoying each warm bite. You look outside again. The rain is softer now, more gentle, like a whisper saying goodbye. You sip the last of your tea. Your kitchen feels warm. Your stomach feels full. Your heart feels calm. You stand up and wash your plate. The warm water on your hands feels nice. You wipe the counter. You open the window a little. Cool air enters the room. You whisper softly, "I like rainy mornings." You sit at the table again and breathe deeply. Your day feels gentle. Your kitchen feels even more like home. And then, you have a small idea. A simple idea. A soft idea. Maybe, today I can cook something new again. Something warm. Something slow. Something that matches the rain. You look at your kitchen. You smile. Not now. Not yet. For now, you rest. For now, you listen to the soft rain. For now, you enjoy the quiet moment. The morning begins softly. The rain from yesterday has stopped, leaving small puddles on the street. The sky is pale blue with a few soft clouds. Sunlight stretches across your kitchen window, gentle and warm, like a small smile from the day itself. You wake up slowly, stretching your arms and taking a deep breath. The world outside feels calm, quiet, and gentle. You whisper to yourself, "Good morning, world." Then, almost without thinking, your mind moves to a bright thought. "Today, I want to bake a cake." Not a complicated cake. Not a fancy cake. A simple cake. A soft, warm, easy cake. Something that fills your kitchen with sweetness. Something that teaches your English while you work. Something that smells like comfort and makes your heart feel light. You stand up and move toward your kitchen. The counter feels cool under your hands. You open the cupboard and take out a bowl, a spoon, a small pan for baking, and a tray. You line the tray with soft parchment paper. The preparation feels like a gentle ritual. You gather your ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs, milk, a little butter, a small pinch of vanilla extract. Simple words. Simple ingredients. Perfect for practice. You place the bowl on the counter. You take the flour first. You measure it carefully. You say softly, "I am adding flour." You pour it into the bowl slowly. Each grain falls softly, like tiny white sand in a quiet desert. Next, you measure sugar. The white crystals shine in the soft sunlight. You say gently, "I am adding sugar." You mix the flour and sugar together. The words feel easy, soft, flowing from your mouth naturally. You take the butter. You cut it into small pieces. You say, "I am cutting butter." You add it to the bowl. Slowly, gently, you mix the butter into the flour and sugar. The mixture begins to feel soft, warm, and smooth in your hands. You crack the eggs into another small bowl. The sound is soft but clear. You say, "I am cracking eggs." You whisk them gently, smiling at the yellow color. Then you pour the eggs into the main bowl. Slowly, carefully. You stir with a spoon. "I am mixing eggs with flour and sugar," you whisper. You pour a little milk into the mixture. Soft liquid joins the dry ingredients. You say, "I am adding milk." The batter begins to look smooth and shiny. The smell of butter, sugar, and eggs rises into the air. Sweet, warm, gentle. Finally, a few drops of vanilla extract. You say softly, "I am adding vanilla." The smell immediately fills your kitchen, warm and comforting. You stir slowly. The batter is ready. Smooth, soft, perfect for a simple cake. You pour the mixture into the prepared pan. You look at it for a moment. The batter shines softly in the sunlight. You whisper, "It looks good. It will be warm and sweet." You place the pan in the oven. You close the door gently. You set the timer. And now, you wait. While the cake bakes, you clean the counter slowly. Each motion is soft, calm, relaxed. The smell of baking begins to fill your kitchen, warm and gentle. You sit at your table with a small cup of tea. The soft light of the morning touches your hands. You sip your tea slowly, enjoying the peace of the moment. You think about English, about cooking, about how simple words can be enough. I bake. I cook. I eat. I drink. I enjoy. Soft, easy sentences that make your mind feel calm and alive. You whisper them gently to yourself. The timer rings softly. You stand and move toward the oven. The smell of the cake is wonderful, warm, sweet, soft, inviting. You open the oven slowly. Steam rises gently. You take out the pan with an oven mitt. The cake looks golden, smooth, perfect. You set it on the counter to cool. You touch it lightly, careful not to burn yourself. You whisper, "The cake is ready. It looks good." While the cake cools, you prepare a small topping. You take a few fresh strawberries from your fridge. You wash them gently. You cut them into small pieces. You sprinkle a little sugar on top. You say softly, "I am preparing strawberries." The smell of sweetness joins the warm smell of the cake. After the cake has cooled, you spread the strawberries on top. The red color shines beautifully against the golden cake. You smile. Simple, warm, friendly, perfect for a quiet afternoon. You pour yourself a small cup of tea. You take a small plate. You cut a piece of the cake. Soft, warm, sweet. You taste it. The flavors mix gently in your mouth. You whisper, "This is delicious. I like it." You hear your phone vibrate. A message from your friend, The same friend who came for lunch and learned lemon mint water appears. What are you doing now? You smile and type, I am baking a cake. It smells so good. Your friend replies, wow. Can I come over? You laugh softly. Yes. Come. The cake is ready soon. You take another bite of cake while waiting. The soft warmth fills your heart. You think about how baking, simple ingredients, and simple English can bring calm, happiness, and connection. Soon, a knock at the door. You stand, holding your cup of tea. You open the door. Your friend smiles warmly. Hi, they say. Hi, you reply. Come in. Cake is ready. They step into your kitchen. Their eyes widen at the smell and the warm cake on the counter. Wow, it smells amazing. You smile. It's simple, soft, easy cake. They laugh softly. It looks perfect. Can I try some? Of course, you say. You cut a piece for them. You both sit at the table. The rain from yesterday has left the world quiet. The sunlight is soft. The kitchen feels warm, peaceful, gentle. You eat cake slowly. You sip tea slowly. You talk slowly. You tell them what you did. I added flour. I added sugar. I mixed eggs. I added milk. I baked it slowly. They repeat the sentences in English slowly. I added flour. I added sugar. They smile. You feel proud. Not just for the cake. Not just for the taste. But for speaking English. For simple words. For soft, calm moments shared together. You both enjoy the cake. You both enjoy the warmth. You laugh softly. You smile. You breathe. And as the day grows soft and calm, you realize something beautiful. Cooking is not just food. Cooking is not just practice. Cooking is soft, slow, warm learning. English grows in your kitchen, in your hands, in your heart. It grows in the smells, the sounds, the gentle actions. It grows in laughter and conversation. You whisper softly to yourself, I am learning. I am growing. I am happy. I am calm. The cake is gone, but the warmth remains. The kitchen rests. The sunlight touches your counter softly. And you know, tomorrow will bring another recipe. Another soft, warm, simple adventure. Another piece of English to speak, to listen, to enjoy. The day ends slowly. You feel peaceful. You feel proud. You feel ready. And somewhere inside you, you smile quietly, cooking, speaking, learning. This is life. This is calm. This is happiness. The next morning begins with quiet sunlight. The rain from yesterday has gone. The sky is clear, soft blue, and the air feels fresh. You open your eyes slowly, stretching your arms. Today feels like a gentle promise. You smile to yourself and think, today, I will go outside. I will enjoy fresh air. I will eat simple food in the park. You move slowly to the kitchen. The counter feels cool under your hands. You check what food you have left. Bread, cheese, tomatoes, a few herbs, lemon, and the small jar of mint from yesterday. Perfect. Enough for a simple picnic. You make a small list in your mind. Sandwiches, lemon mint water, fruit if possible. You place a clean cloth on the counter. You start preparing sandwiches. You slice the bread slowly. Soft slices, golden edges. You whisper, I am cutting the bread. The words feel easy, soft, friendly. You take the cheese. You slice it carefully. You place it on the bread. I am putting cheese on bread, you say softly. Next, the tomato. You slice thin pieces. You place them on top of the cheese. I am adding tomato, you whisper. A few leaves of mint. You place them gently. I am adding mint. Your sandwiches are ready. Simple, fresh, friendly. You make lemon mint water in a small bottle. You cut a lemon, squeeze it slowly. Add mint. Add water. Stir gently. I am making lemon mint water, you say, smiling. You pack everything into a small basket. A soft blanket. Napkins. A small cup for drinking. You feel a small thrill of excitement. Today is special. Today is calm. Today is slow. You step outside. The sun warms your face. Birds sing in the trees. The world feels alive but peaceful. Your steps are slow, relaxed, light. You walk toward the park, the basket in your hands. When you arrive, the park looks calm and beautiful. The grass is soft, still a little wet from the rain. Trees sway gently. Children play softly in the distance. A gentle breeze moves across your face. You find a quiet spot under a tree. Not too close to anyone. Not too far. Perfect for a peaceful picnic. You spread the blanket carefully on the grass. I am spreading the blanket, you whisper. You place the basket on the blanket. You open it slowly. The sandwiches look fresh. The lemon mint water glows softly in the sun. You smile. You take a sandwich. You take a bite. Soft bread. Cool cheese. Juicy tomato. Mint fresh in your mouth. You whisper softly, "This is delicious." You drink lemon mint water. Cold. Fresh. Sweet. Soft. You whisper, "This is refreshing." The park feels alive with gentle sounds. Birds calling. Leaves moving. Faraway laughter. A soft wind. Your picnic feels like a little world of calm. You begin to practice English sentences quietly, softly, to yourself. I am eating a sandwich. I am drinking water. The sun is warm. The grass is soft. Each sentence is slow, easy, soft. You feel them on your tongue. You feel them in your chest. You feel calm, alive, happy. Then, a familiar voice calls. Your friend. The same friend who baked cake with you, drank lemon mint water, and shared rainy morning breakfast. Hi, they say, smiling. Hi, you reply. Come. Sit here. They sit on the blanket beside you. You offer a sandwich. Do you want some? Yes, please, they say. You both eat slowly, enjoying each bite. You talk in soft English. This sandwich is good. Yes. Cheese and tomato. Mint makes it fresh. Yes. Simple and tasty. You laugh softly. You sip water. You point to the sun. The sun is warm. Yes, your friend says. The sun feels nice. The breeze moves the leaves above you. You hear soft sounds, laughter of children, birds in the trees, wind in the branches. You feel peaceful. You feel happy. You look at your friend and say softly, I like simple days like this. Yes, they reply. Soft, calm, nice. You share more English sentences. The grass is soft. The sky is blue. The air is fresh. Your friend repeats slowly after you. The grass is soft. The sky is blue. The air is fresh. You smile quietly. This is more than a picnic. This is learning English naturally. Slowly. Gently. With life. After some time, you both decide to take a small walk. You carry the empty basket. You walk slowly along the path in the park. The soft grass under your feet. The trees moving gently. The sun warm on your face. You talk softly, look at the flowers. They are red and yellow. The birds are singing. Your friend practices English with you. You feel proud, happy, warm. You sit on a bench by the pond. Ducks swim gently in the water. You point and say, the ducks are swimming. Yes, swimming in the pond, your friend replies. The moment is simple. The moment is soft. The moment is perfect for learning, practicing, and enjoying life. Time passes slowly. You look at your watch. The sun begins to move toward the evening. Shadows grow long. You smile quietly. It is time to go home. You pack the blanket. You pick up the basket. You carry it slowly. Your friend walks beside you. You both talk softly in English. On the way home, you say, I like this park. Yes, peaceful, your friend replies. I like simple food. I like soft days. I like English, you whisper. Me too, your friend smiles. When you arrive home, you both stand outside your door. You wave goodbye. See you tomorrow, you say. Yes, tomorrow. Another day, your friend replies. You step inside your home. The kitchen feels warm, soft, quiet. You unpack the basket. You wash the dishes slowly. You feel calm, happy, proud. You sit at the table with a cup of tea. You think about the picnic. About simple food. About simple English. About soft, gentle days. You whisper to yourself. Simple things make life calm. Simple words make English easy. Simple moments make me happy. The sun moves behind your window. The light is soft, fading slowly. You feel peaceful. You feel gentle. You feel ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow will bring another soft adventure. Another recipe. Another quiet day of English, cooking, and calm life. And somewhere inside your heart, you smile quietly, knowing, cooking, speaking, learning, these are not just tasks. These are life. These are soft, slow, warm moments that grow inside you. The day ends. The kitchen rests. Your heart rests. Your mind rests. And you know, tomorrow, the story will continue. Another chapter. Another adventure. Another piece of English spoken naturally, slowly, and with calm joy. The next evening arrives quietly. The sky is soft, light pink and orange. A gentle wind moves through the trees. You open your eyes slowly and feel a soft excitement inside. Today, you decide to make dinner. Something warm. Something simple. Something that teaches you English naturally. You stretch your arms and whisper, "Good evening, kitchen." "Good evening, day." Then you move slowly to the counter. You think about what you have for ingredients. Tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, a few herbs, pasta. Perfect for a simple pasta dinner. You take out a pot. You fill it with water. You place it on the stove. You say softly, "I am boiling water." You wait while the water begins to heat. The small bubbles appear slowly at first. Then larger bubbles rise to the top. You smile. The sound of boiling water is soft, comforting, and alive. You check the tomatoes. You slice them carefully. Soft red pieces fall onto your cutting board. "I am cutting tomatoes," you whisper. Your hands move slowly, gently. You feel calm. You peel a few garlic cloves. "I am peeling garlic." The smell rises immediately, strong but warm. You crush the garlic lightly. The smell spreads in the kitchen. Your stomach makes a quiet sound. You smile softly. You open a small packet of pasta. You take a handful and let it fall slowly into the boiling water. "I am cooking pasta," you whisper. The pasta softens in the water, bubbling gently. You stir it with a spoon. Slow, gentle movements. Words and cooking flow together. While the pasta cooks, you heat a pan. You add olive oil. "I am heating olive oil," you say softly. You add the garlic. It sizzles lightly. You stir carefully. The smell fills your kitchen, warm, soft, alive. You add the tomato pieces. You stir them slowly. You whisper, "I am cooking tomatoes." The tomatoes become soft. The colors mix with the garlic and olive oil. The smell is gentle, comforting, sweet. You sprinkle a few herbs. Basil. A little parsley. "I am adding herbs," you whisper. You stir slowly. Your mind focuses only on the movements. Only on the smells. Only on the gentle rhythm of cooking. The pasta is ready. You drain it slowly. You place it back in the pot. You add the tomato sauce. You stir gently. "I am mixing pasta with sauce." Soft, slow, warm. You feel proud. You taste the pasta. Warm. Soft. Flavorful. You whisper, "This is good. Very tasty." You take a plate. You serve the pasta. You add a little fresh herb on top. Green against red. Beautiful. Simple. Perfect. You sit at the table with a small cup of tea. You take a bite. Warm, soft, comforting. The flavors mix in your mouth. You smile. You whisper, I like simple food. I like cooking. I like English. You practice speaking slowly. I am eating pasta. The sauce is tasty. The food is warm. The kitchen is calm. Each sentence flows softly. Each word feels alive. You feel calm. You feel proud. You feel happy. Your phone vibrates. A message from your friend appears. What are you eating? You smile and type slowly, I am eating pasta. It is tasty and warm. Your friend replies, I love pasta. Did you cook it yourself? You type, yes. Tomatoes, garlic, herbs, pasta. Simple food. They send a smile emoji. Wow, you're good at cooking. You sip tea. The kitchen feels warm. The light from the window softens your face. You whisper quietly, I am happy. After a few minutes, you think about dessert. Something simple. You take a few strawberries from the fridge. You wash them. You cut them into small pieces. You sprinkle a little sugar. I am preparing dessert, you whisper. You enjoy the strawberries slowly. Sweet. Fresh. Soft. Warm from your hands. Simple. Perfect. You sit back in your chair and breathe. The kitchen smells like garlic, tomatoes, herbs, and strawberries. The day feels soft, warm, calm. You feel proud. Not just for the food. Not just for speaking English. But for the slow, calm practice. For learning with life. You take another bite of pasta. You whisper, cooking is fun. Learning English is fun. Simple things make me happy. You look outside. The sun sets slowly. The sky becomes soft purple. The world outside is calm. The day ends gently. You wash your dishes slowly. Each movement is soft, careful, relaxed. You wipe the counter. You pour leftover tea into the sink. You breathe slowly. You smile. Sitting at the table one last time, you whisper quietly, tomorrow. I will cook again. I will speak English again. I will enjoy life again. You close your eyes for a moment. The kitchen is quiet now. Only the soft, fading sunlight. Only your calm breathing. Only your happy, soft heart. And somewhere inside, a small voice whispers, cooking, speaking, learning. These are not tasks. These are gentle steps of life. Each step brings calm. Each word brings happiness. Each meal brings peace. You smile softly, feeling warm inside. Tomorrow will bring another recipe. Another English lesson. Another soft adventure. Another chance to speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. The day ends softly. The kitchen rests. Your heart rests. Your mind rests. And you know, deep inside, this is learning English naturally. This is living slowly. This is happiness. The next morning arrives with soft sunlight. You wake up slowly, stretching your arms. Today feels special. You have decided to make breakfast for your friend. Not just any breakfast. A simple, warm, friendly breakfast that will make them smile. You move slowly to the kitchen. You open the cupboards and the fridge. Eggs, bread, milk, butter, tomatoes, a little mint. Perfect. You have everything you need. You set out your tools, a frying pan, a small pot, a plate, a knife, a cutting board, and a spoon. Everything ready. Everything simple. Everything calm. You think quietly, I want this breakfast to be nice. Soft, easy, warm, happy. You take 2 eggs. You hold them gently in your hands. I am using eggs, you whisper. You crack them slowly into a small bowl. You smile. The yellow yolks are soft and bright. You whisk them carefully. I am mixing eggs, you say softly. You take a tomato. You slice it slowly. I am cutting tomato. The red pieces are bright and fresh. You place them on a small plate. The colors are beautiful. Simple. Warm. Perfect. You heat a pan slowly. You add a little butter. It melts gently. I am heating butter, you whisper. You pour the eggs into the pan. They sizzle softly. The kitchen fills with a warm smell. You stir gently. I am cooking eggs, you say slowly. You toast the bread. You place it on a plate next to the eggs and tomatoes. You prepare a small glass of milk. Everything is ready. Simple. Soft. Friendly. You sit for a moment, looking at the breakfast. You whisper quietly, I am happy. I like cooking. I like simple food. A soft knock at the door. Your friend arrives. They smile warmly. Good morning, they say. Good morning, you reply. Come in. Breakfast is ready. They step inside and see the simple breakfast. Their eyes widen. Wow! It looks delicious. You smile. It's simple. Soft. Easy. You both sit at the table. You serve the eggs. You serve the toast. You serve the tomato slices. You pour the milk into glasses. You both take a bite. Soft eggs. Warm toast. Fresh tomato. You whisper softly, this is good. Simple food is nice. Your friend nods. Yes. Very tasty. Soft and warm. You practice English while eating. You speak slowly, clearly. I am eating eggs. I am drinking milk. The bread is warm. The tomatoes are fresh. Your friend repeats after you. I am eating eggs. I am drinking milk. They smile. You feel proud. Not just for cooking. Not just for breakfast. But for speaking English. For learning naturally. For sharing simple moments. After breakfast, you both clean the dishes slowly. You wash the eggs pan. You wipe the table. Your friend helps. You talk softly as you work. I am washing the pan. You are wiping the table. Simple work is nice. Yes. Calm and soft. The sun is warm outside. The kitchen feels calm. The day is soft. You feel proud and happy. You sit for a moment with your friend. You drink tea slowly. You talk about simple things. The sun is warm. The sky is blue. The kitchen is quiet. Your friend laughs softly. Yes, soft and nice. I like this. You smile quietly. You both decide to take a short walk after breakfast. Outside, the air is fresh. Birds are singing. Flowers are bright. Grass is soft under your feet. You speak in simple English. The birds are singing. The flowers are red and yellow. The grass is soft. Your friend repeats after you. The birds are singing. The flowers are red and yellow. They smile. The walk is gentle. Calm. Warm. The simple morning turns into a soft adventure. You feel happy. You feel proud. You feel alive. You return home. Your friend waves goodbye. Thank you for breakfast. It was perfect. You are welcome, you reply. See you tomorrow. After your friend leaves, you sit in your kitchen. You take a cup of tea. You think about the morning. About cooking. About English. About calm, soft moments. You whisper to yourself, simple food. Simple words. Simple moments. They make life calm. They make English easy. They make me happy. You smile quietly. The kitchen is calm. The sunlight moves slowly across the counter. You feel soft, warm, peaceful. And you know, tomorrow will bring another recipe. Another soft day of English. Another gentle, warm, slow adventure. You close your eyes for a moment. You breathe slowly. You feel proud. You feel happy. You feel calm. Because this is more than cooking. More than food. More than English. This is life. Soft. Simple. Warm. Calm. You whisper one last time, I am learning. I am cooking. I am speaking. I am happy. I am calm. The day ends slowly. The kitchen rests. Your heart rests. Your mind rests. And somewhere inside you, a quiet smile grows. Tomorrow, another soft, simple adventure awaits. The evening is soft and calm. The sun has disappeared behind the horizon. The sky is a gentle mix of purple and pink. You open your eyes slowly, stretch your arms, and feel a quiet excitement. Tonight, you decide to make soup. Warm, simple, comforting soup for yourself. You move slowly to the kitchen. The counter feels cool under your hands. You open the fridge. Carrots, potatoes, onions, a few herbs, and some garlic. Perfect ingredients for a simple, cozy soup. You set out your tools, a large pot, a knife, a cutting board, a spoon, and a ladle. Everything ready. Everything calm. Everything slow. You whisper to yourself, I want this soup to be warm. Soft. Comforting. Perfect for a quiet evening. You peel a carrot. I am peeling the carrot, you say softly. You cut it into small pieces. Each piece falls gently onto the cutting board. You feel calm. You peel a potato. You slice it carefully. I am cutting potato. The pieces are soft and smooth. You place them next to the carrot. You slice an onion slowly. The smell rises immediately. You whisper, I am cutting onion. Your eyes water a little, but you smile. The smell is strong, warm, alive. You peel a few garlic cloves. I am peeling garlic. You crush them lightly. The smell joins the onion and vegetables. The kitchen feels cozy. Warm. Soft. Perfect for soup. You heat the pot. You add a little olive oil. I am heating olive oil. You add the onions and garlic first. They sizzle softly. The smell rises, filling your kitchen with calm warmth. After a few minutes, you add the carrots and potatoes. I am adding vegetables. You stir slowly. The colors mix beautifully. Orange, white, yellow. Soft, gentle, alive. You pour water into the pot. Enough to cover the vegetables. You whisper, I am adding water. The sound of water joining the vegetables is soft, peaceful. You turn on the heat. Slowly you wait. The water begins to boil. Soft bubbles rise. The vegetables move gently in the warm water. You add a pinch of salt. You add a few herbs. I am adding salt and herbs. The smell is comforting, soft, calm. You cover the pot. You let the soup cook slowly. While it cooks, you prepare a small slice of bread. Soft bread. Warm bread. You place it on a plate. I am preparing bread, you whisper. You sit at the table. You breathe slowly. You listen to the soft sounds of the evening. Wind outside, leaves moving gently, distant voices, and the quiet bubbling of your soup. You practice English quietly, softly, naturally. I am making soup. The soup is warm. The vegetables are soft. The kitchen is calm. Each sentence is slow. Each word is easy. Each moment is peaceful. You feel happy, proud, calm. After about 20 minutes, the soup is ready. You remove the lid slowly. Steam rises gently. The smell is warm, soft, comforting. You whisper, the soup is ready. It smells good. You take a ladle. You pour the soup into a bowl. Soft, warm, colorful. You take a small spoon and taste it. Warm. Soft. Comforting. You whisper, this is delicious. Perfect for a cozy evening. You take a sip of water. You smile. You sit back and relax. The kitchen feels warm. The evening feels soft. Your heart feels happy. You think about simple English while eating. I am eating soup. The soup is warm. The bread is soft. The evening is calm. You speak slowly. You whisper softly. You repeat the sentences. You feel the words flow easily from your mouth. You feel confident. You feel calm. A message from your friend appears on your phone. What are you doing? You smile and type slowly, I am eating soup. It is warm and soft. Your friend replies, sounds delicious. I wish I could try some. You laugh softly. You type, yes. It is simple. Easy. Perfect for evening. You sip the soup slowly. You enjoy each bite. The bread is soft and warm. The smell of herbs fills the kitchen. You feel proud. You feel happy. You feel calm. After finishing, you clean the pot and spoon slowly. You wipe the counter. Each movement is gentle, relaxed, calm. You pour leftover water into the sink. The kitchen is clean. The evening is quiet. The day feels soft. You sit at the table one last time. You breathe slowly. You look at the sunset fading through the window. You whisper to yourself. Simple food. Simple words. Simple moments. They make life calm. They make English easy. They make me happy. You smile quietly. The kitchen rests. The evening rests. You rest. Your heart rests. Your mind rests. And somewhere inside, a small voice whispers, tomorrow, another recipe. Another English practice. Another soft, slow, gentle adventure. You close your eyes for a moment. You feel proud. You feel happy. You feel calm. Because this is more than cooking. This is learning English. This is life. Soft, warm, simple, calm. You whisper one last time, I am cooking. I am learning. I am speaking. I am happy. I am calm. The night grows deeper. The kitchen rests. The world rests. And inside, your heart rests with a quiet, gentle smile. And so, our gentle journey of cooking, speaking, and learning English comes to a soft pause. Today, we practiced simple words, shared calm moments, and discovered that learning can be slow, warm, and joyful. Remember, every meal you make, every sentence you speak, and every small moment you enjoy helps you grow in English and in life. Keep cooking, keep speaking, and keep smiling, because learning is not just about words, it's about living them. See you next time on Super English Talks, where every day is a new story, a new recipe, and a new chance to speak English naturally.